Hey,
we are live. Look at that. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. All right. So this is our first live show. We want to welcome you to the podcast you all know and love called Really Bitch. And it has been a few weeks, right? It's been a few weeks. Because life is what it is. You know what I'm saying? People had, stuff going on and shit to do. So this is I am, for those who do not know, I am Classic. This is me.
Hey.
And Face.
What's up, y'all?
We got people. Look.
Oh, hey.
Hey, people. Hey, people.
People is in the room.
Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you too. I'm sorry.
It is.
Look.
It's a holiday. It's like what's
right. You gotta look.
Right.
I thought I had missed the trash man, right? Because my trash comes on Friday, but when it's a holiday, you usually just push back to Saturday. Hey, everybody.
Nicole.
Trash day too.
Right.
Yeah.
So I thought I had missed the trash.
I totally missed mine.
But then I heard him this morning. Honey, I jumped out that bed so fast. So the first thing I saw, I had on pajama pants and a polo top and my slippers. I ran out there with my trash, but they hooked me. They got.
I guess my PO knew I was going to forget, so she went ahead and put it out there last night.
You know what? I had told the short one put the trash out, but he said, "Fuck it, he on break."
If you on break, I'm on break.
Right.
I'm done.
I ain't taking out no trash.
And usually my trash come twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays.
They stopped. I was used to, and they stopped.
No, we on
I was once a week now. Yeah,
I was just twice a week, but I only put it out there once a week.
That's because y'all far.
Because they in the woods.
How long has it been, people? 30 seconds, and they already.
I mean, when you're in the woods, I guess they figure we got.
I mean, look, you go on Waze to Make House. It tells you turn off the main street. It'll say that. Turn off the main street right here. Hell, but you got lights on your road now.
I got lights on my
street. She got roads. She got lights down.
And it's paved. It's paved. Now, first when it wasn't paved.
Yeah, it's paved now.
Yep,
she got all that.
I don't clean my car. That's how I called it.
Hey, cell reception was spotty. You know what I'm saying? Deer. We still got the deer hanging out in the front lawn.
Because it's still a forest on either side of the road.
Okay, so look. Locke said she better got that trash too. Thank you. When trash day moves, it moves you.
Hey, Locke, how you doing, girl? That's my girl. That's my girl. She that's one of my YouTube buddies. This is my girl. Hey, girl. Thanks for coming through.
Right. Tell your friends we here.
I'm blind. I can't see the comments, so I'm glad you
saw I leaned in with the glasses on.
Yeah, that. So boom. All right, so let's talk Thanksgiving. How was your holiday? Oh,
how was yours?
What?
Hold on, you're not getting past this.
Sounds like there was some shit that went down in the Meek house.
And we are still on you.
So how was Thanksgiving?
It was nice.
Did baby girl come home?
Yes, the tall one is home.
Okay.
Yes.
And it was nice. Did you
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that one alone because I already know where that's going. We ain't trying. Look, we ain't.
Okay, so honestly, I had fun. It was informal. One of my brothers came down. I got spades. I can hand them brothers out. I got spades.
She said I got spades.
It's 8 of us all together.
If you need one, if you need one,
run a brother.
Right. One of them came down for dinner. And me, my crew, my standing crew, and then my husband's mother came through. So
okay, then we will leave it there.
My husband's mother.
How was your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was great. We kept up with the tradition of going over the PO's aunt's house.
Okay.
For Thanksgiving. That's the tradition now.
That is your tradition now?
Yep.
All right.
I actually...
what wifey cooked?
Actually, socialized this year.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I talked to everything.
You talked to people?
Wow. Yep. Okay.
How did
Brandon?
Hey.
So did wifey cook anything?
Yes.
What she cook?
Okay, turkey. Because she couldn't get the fried. Because Juan Pablo will tell you. I guess she did a little bit too much pre-prep.
Oh.
With that, and you can't. When turkey's wet, you can't drop in high grease. Apparently. Because
not
oil and water.
Not a good idea.
Science.
Well, my dad fried. My dad fried about 3 turkeys because I think he ended up frying 2 turkeys for one of his friends or something like that. So we always end up.
You in the comments, girl. What else you cook?
I
know you're there.
Hey, girl.
You know what? My neighbor did.
What? Does it? Really? Is that? Oh yeah.
That's how it won't go off.
That's how we. It won't go down.
That's how we don't. We live.
I'm not live. Anything happens.
Go to commercial.
Right. My Thanksgiving was pretty good.
Dad fried.
My dad fried. He always fries a turkey. I put that on the Instagram. My dad, his turkey, and my mom always bakes a turkey, so we always end up with like shitload of turkey.
How many people come for 5 turkeys?
And that's the thing. Like, so this Thanksgiving hasn't been a great Thanksgiving for me. I realized the last couple of years I don't enjoy Thanksgiving as much because of just the family that we've lost or what have you. And so every year the numbers get smaller and smaller, but we got the same amount of food. So when I tell y'all, we had the
same amount of food,
right? Because you know what, once you get used to cooking for a certain number of people, it is hard to bring it down.
So it's just when I come, just bring the glass Tupperware with you.
Yes, bring your container.
It was that much food. It was ridiculous. It was
rules.
Everybody
got that
because I always do the cabbage. We ended up with I did 2 heads of cabbage. We probably had like a whole head of cabbage left. Shelly did 2 trays of macaroni and cheese. We didn't even touch the second tray. She did 2 trays of sweet potatoes. Didn't even touch the second tray. Like we were literally like you said, like we was fixing plates. Like boom. Like I said, we had ham, we had roast beef, we had 2 turkeys.
This is the only household you come over with like a plate of with a tray of like food, and you leave with another tray of food.
Yes, I left with more food than I went with. I did. We had 2 things of rolls and the dessert.
Hey, baby.
Oh,
sorry.
Hey,
I don't even want to get started on the desserts, but we had this banana pudding cake.
That's a good thing. His baby said donate it next time.
That is actually a good idea. And I think we'll probably do that next time because the trays that we didn't even touch. Mm-hmm. I mean, we ended up just basically breaking them down. Like I have stuff, honey. I've got food. I got food.
Got food.
Don't say nothing about us breaking out into song.
Don't talk about us.
Why not? That's the fun of it.
Hey. Okay, we can't sing the songs. We can't sing the songs. All right. So
rolling karaoke.
Right. Yeah. So it's been a minute. There's a lot of things that's gone on, but we just want to touch on some hot topics, a few things. Black Friday craziness. Now, I did do some Black Friday shopping. Myself and my cousin, we always go to the outlets. Shoe Diva. Yep. Mm-hmm. We do the outlets, but for me, I think this might be my last one because you used to get really, really good deals. Mm-hmm. You really don't get the deals you get on Black Friday. I could get tomorrow, really even better.
Cyber Monday is taking over.
Well, you know what the thing about it is, and I used to love Black Friday. Me and one of my brothers, that was our thing. Like from 20 years ago, he would meet me in my house at like 6:15 in the morning, and we would go and be at Black Friday until noon, and we would get stuff and be good. But a lot like I this year, I didn't go out at all. But the first year, I didn't even think about really going out or anything. But most of the stuff is already online. It was online Wednesday, and then like with Walmart,
probably online last week.
Right, it probably was.
Right, a lot of people did. They did have like the preview Black Friday,
right? And
then Walmart, their Black Friday runs till Sunday. So if you didn't get, that's what video people in line at Walmart fighting over a damn $99 TV. It was a 40-inch TV for $99, and they were in line fighting over it.
Right.
And I'm sitting here like I went online,
but they didn't read the label, so probably got the weak hertz. Ain't got enough adapters in the back. Nothing.
It was like it was like an Acme TV. I was like,
because I need a new TV, but Acme TV. I was like, I know between now and Christmas, I could probably get a good deal on a TV without having to fight nobody at the Walmart. You know what I mean?
And we found this when we moved. If you actually need a TV, the best time to get it is in February.
Really?
Because they're discounting all the old TVs.
Like they were fighting over headphones, though, for real?
Yeah. Who fighting over headphones?
Fighting over headphones?
Oh, that's terrible. Wow. See, that's ridiculous. And it just takes away from the whole spirit of all of it.
Right.
Like,
I'm it's gonna be videos galore tomorrow.
It was already videos.
The funny part about it is TV stacked up on top of each other. And these fools pulling TVs from the bottom. I was like, damn. Y'all probably...
They failed kindergarten.
Okay, that's what I paused and I was like, I'm gonna stay out.
They failed kindergarten. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. They probably spelled their name wrong.
Oh, you work at Walmart. My bad. We just.
But no, I feel bad for the people who have to work at Walmart.
That's not on the topics.
That is not on the topics. No, it is Black Friday.
If I worked at Walmart, I would call in diarrhea every Black Friday. I'm not coming to work.
You said call in diarrhea?
Call in diarrhea. I'm not coming to work. I'm sorry. I'm praying for you, sweetie, because I don't know how you do it.
I feel for you. I'm serious. I feel for anybody in retail. When I went to, and the fucked up thing is I was there, so they there because I'm there. But still, I feel for y'all. Like I was at like we went to the outlets. We went down to Clarksburg. If you live in the area, y'all know what I'm. Went to the outlets down to Clarksburg, right?
Yeah.
So
I used to do door to door out there.
Okay, so there's
Hey,
certain
lovely
things.
love.
Hey,
Two
boo.
jobs.
So
One
there's
was Walmart.
there's
Okay.
certain things that I knew I wanted, like certain stores I knew I wanted to go into. Y'all know I was going into the Polo. I know for a fact.
What?
Shocked, right?
What? I don't know. Somebody zoom in right here.
I know for a fact that I could get a better deal at Polo after the doorbuster because of what they did. The way they did, like they took the whole store. Apparel was 50% off, but you couldn't use any of your coupons, right? So anything off of clearance wasn't counted. So there wasn't 50% off of that. Clearance was just clearance. Now, normally I can use my coupon on clearance. So I'm going to take all the stuff back that I bought on clearance and wait a week and then use my coupon for it. Cause I mean, it's like I wanted to go into UGG. There was a line. I wasn't doing that.
Right.
I was going to go into Kate Spade. There was a line. I wasn't doing that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, first of all, it was cold. It was cold. So I wasn't standing in line to go into UGG. Then at midnight, they had to shut everything down and reboot it for like the new day. So like UGG totally closed. They were like, we need to restock. They closed. They were like, we're going to close for an hour. Who the fuck waiting?
The store Tyson's too. It's inside.
I know, but Tyson's 2 was not an outlet. Tyson's 2 was like Louis Vuitton. Yeah, I wasn't doing Tyson's 2.
What do I know? I don't shop like that.
Yeah, Tyson's 2 was like high end, like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, whatever.
Versace.
I'm not. Right. I was at the outlet.
But the Lebanese Savannah,
outlet,
and the Maggiano's, the bar get good.
That Maggiano's is nice. The one in Tyson's is nice. Well, I like Maggiano's anyway.
Right. If you talk to Gino at the bar, Gino's at the bar, you're good.
Hey, shout out to Gino at the bar.
Tell him I sent you. Tell him I sent you.
Okay. So anyway, does the wifey, do they do Black Friday?
She used to wake me up every year to let me know that she was going shopping.
So when your credit card alerts go off, don't try to call in store. That's
what she letting you know. That's what she letting you know.
Okay, once she has her own card.
I didn't say she didn't have her own. I said when yours go off.
She don't need my permission to do nothing. She just tell me. But this year, she didn't go. I don't think. Did she go last year? She said no, she ain't go no more.
So she said not anymore.
It's been a minute.
Because it's not the same. Like I used to rack up because we would go to the outlets and I would rack.
Because I remember once. What was that? What was
I
that?
Just don't feel like I'm getting the same deals.
What was that? That you got up at the crack of dawn, went across state lines to get the leapfrog. The 1 year you got up.
Yeah.
I stood in line 1 year.
You got up at like 5 in the morning
to get a Wii. I stood in line to get a Wii 1 year.
I stood in line one time to get a portable DVD player, but the first time I was going to Europe, I was like, I want it for the plane and blah, 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 blah. I probably used that thing. I could probably count on one hand how many times I used it. I ended up giving it to my goddaughter. When she got old enough so she could use it in the car. Like, I never really
what happened.
You went to the King George Walmart?
Damn. Not by my house.
King George, damn.
Ain't that far.
See, that's dedication.
King George ain't that close. King George
is by my house.
As we were saying before.
It's like on the range.
King George over there. Your side.
She's tired who the frog is now. See, that's what I was going to say.
Right.
We had 3 Wii's in my house. I don't know where the third one came from. This is a funny story though. So I stood in line for a totality of probably 9 hours. Totality. Yeah.
All right. We make up words here.
I'm gonna make up my own words. And
making her own language. Go ahead.
And I was in line for probably about 8, 9 hours, somewhere around there, trying to get a Wii and all this other stuff. Got the Wii for my kids. They played with it, whatever. A couple months later, my mama,
who I know how long ago this was, if your mama was in it,
walked into the convention center
and got a free one.
Oh, what these people standing around here for? It's a raffle. Well, let me put my name in a hat. They pulled the first 2 people weren't there, and she's standing there telling them they ain't here, they don't get it. Third number came out the hat was hers. She walked away with a Wii and then called me, baby. I got a Wii. What is it?
Baby, I got a Wii.
This Wii, baby?
I'm like, really, Mom?
Of course, the leapfrog is nowhere. Half their stuff we bought them is nowhere to be found.
Right.
I mean, that's normal. That's just a normal thing to kids. Like that's
why my kids getting socks. Play the box.
Okay.
Socks.
Play the box. Yeah.
Play with the. Okay.
Well, you know,
more y'all case of socks.
My nephew is at that age where he plays with the box more than the toys. Like he really,
right.
Well, my kids on the other end, they big kids. They one of them taller than me now. But
is he? Whatever. He still can't check.
No, not him. Not that one. The tall one is still taller than me. But they just want gift cards and cash and
yeah, they real easy at that age.
Yeah, she sent me an Amazon list this morning.
Matter of fact,
okay.
my little cousin, he got Cash App. I just be like, I just dropped him some of your Cash App. Like Jeremy, for his birthday, I was like, boom, check your Cash App.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing with my niece. I was like, check your Cash App.
But they grown though. They legally adults. So
hey, that's what happens. That's what happens.
To being fond.
Are they getting one big gift? All right, cool. Gift to clothes. That's what we're doing. I like it.
I'm mad that he's finding out.
Right.
What? It is what it is. Hey,
Santa.
What? I'm not Santa.
Yes, you are. By default, you're Santa.
Fair enough.
Anyway, but yeah, I just think it's. I know for me,
Santa's wife got it going on right now.
Yeah, Santa's wife is holding it down. It sounds.
Mrs. Claus is always the one that got it going on.
That is true.
That's Miss Save the World right there.
That is true. Have y'all started watching the Hallmark movies?
I recorded 2.
Ooh,
I recorded the one
with we get on the
Tia.
Subjects, man?
I recorded the one with Tia Mowry. I haven't watched it yet, and I'm scheduled to record the one with Tatiana Ali.
Oh, she's got one this year.
Come on,
she had one last year.
Come on, this
warning. Juan Pablo apparently is on his way.
Oh God.
Oh Lord, y'all get to see Juan Pablo walk in, but okay.
All right, whatever. Okay, so pretty soon you'll see a strange
to bring the mood down.
Right, you'll see a strange black guy come in the back, and
that's Juan Pablo.
Don't call the police. Don't call the police. We're checking my shot. I'm here.
Well, hold up. Dial 911 just because it ain't really in him.
Right, just in case.
Just wait. We say it's okay.
We'll confirm.
It's okay.
All right. Okay, we were on topic. We were talking about Black Friday. Okay, the next one, pastors out of control. Right. So we have you have a story about a pastor. Tell us about it.
All right. Well, it came up on my timeline, and it said, "This is what it said." It said, "Children banned from church because pastor was a registered sex offender."
Yes.
So he couldn't be within
a certain amount of feet of kids
of children. So
maybe
they banned the kids.
So maybe he should be a pastor.
So wait, but hold on. I thought it was like one of those. I thought it was one of those. I thought it was a joke. Like one of those like fake pages, and maybe it was something more to it. So I was like, I clicked on the link and went to a splash page. None of the links worked. And I'm like, well, you know what? Okay, so it ain't really nothing. But out of pure curiosity,
because that's what it is,
I just regular searched it. On it, and you know what? It was like
we're glad you caught this live too.
All the
who's that live? Who caught us?
Create.
Hey, view. That's my girl. Hey, girl.
And it was like the Washington Post, the Herald Times, everybody.
So it was a legit story.
It was a legit story, and
it was in Florida, right? Because you know all kinds of shit go on in Florida.
It was in Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh damn! I'm going to Jacksonville in 2 weeks.
Don't go to church.
Maybe I'll go to the church.
Don't go to church.
But here's the thing, though. This wasn't his first offense. They hired him knowing he was in jail. He's gone to jail for previous.
Okay.
With minors.
Okay.
And I'm like, when did we get here?
See, this is where y'all motherfuckers have lost y'all mind.
Oh shit.
Because this is the shit that pissed me off. How in the fuck? How in two hells? How in this life or the motherfucking next?
Two and blue.
Can a pastor have multiple sex, not all at one time, but he done got arrested, went back to the same shit, got arrested, and then you love this motherfucker.
But as a parent, how do you keep taking?
But you love this motherfucker so much.
I put that on the parent.
That you really you are choosing between your children and your pastor. You tell your children that they cannot come to church because this motherfucker may try to touch you. What world do y'all live in?
The church was asked to leave, like Southern Baptist, whatever the association they're supposed to be a part of, the all churches. They asked him to leave from that, and apparently there's some guy that's the head of something other down there in Jacksonville supported the guy. Apparently he wants to turn the clock back to 1920 anyway.
Oh, well, you know, 1920 Florida for black folk wasn't that wasn't really
the guy who probably approved him.
I'm just saying.
The guy who probably approved him, he probably buying child pornography from the damn pastor. That's why he approved that shit. That's probably what's going on. I'm trying to tell y'all, dig deep.
It was. I was like, wow,
dig deep.
All I'm saying is, I mean, as a parent, like real talk, as a parent,
I was like, are y'all serious? It's a black church.
First of all, I would have a problem going to a church where the pastor has the sex offender past. Like there's some things I understand that, you know, God has brought you through and this, that, and the other. I get that. But there's some things that I'm glad that God brought you through, but I don't need to be a part of your process. You know what I'm saying? And being a sex offender and me having children, that's one of them. Like I wouldn't do it. I'm sorry.
Like
hell no.
They banned the kids. No kids
allowed in church.
Allowed in church because he couldn't be around them. But then there was a judge that gave him like.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you.
Like if a
what did Nicole
parent,
say?
She said that's crazy. Why the fuck would you bring the pervert into the church? The boy needs to be kicked in the ass and the balls.
Because it was like they made stipulations for him. So if a parent is present, then he could preach to kids. Like they made stipulations for the man already. Because he's got backing from exactly.
No, we'll say show and hide. That's what I was trying to figure out. This is our first live show, y'all. Yeah. So we getting used to all of this.
I say beat that ass. We made a promise. Ban that ass.
But we made a promise to y'all. Those of you that listen to us regularly, right. We made a promise. We said that once we got 1,000 subscribers, we would go live. So this is our first live show. Right. Since we've gotten 1,000 subscribers, it's the first time we've done a show. So we're going live.
See, even Miss Save the World was like, "Nah, that ain't right."
It's not. It doesn't even make there's no world where that makes any sense.
If Miss Save the World say that's not cool, then it's not cool.
The bottom line is you chose this man over your children.
Baby. That's what you did.
You chose. Exactly. So what message are you sending to your children? That's my whole thing. And baby, you can't come to church because the pastor won't touch you. What the fuck is wrong with people? See, this is where I say some people are very weak-minded because the board, whoever approved him, that's y'all right to do the fuck y'all want. Go ahead. But when he come to preach to 0 people in the pulpit on Sunday, that's a message. My ass will not be there. Or his last little 10 people, whatever he got left.
But apparently there wasn't 0 people.
That's what I'm saying.
It was all adults.
Those all are weak-minded people because I wouldn't do it. And even if I didn't have children, when my children were grown and I was a member of the church, the minute I found out what they did, I couldn't
do it. I wouldn't be a member of the church. Like that wouldn't be my thing.
Because this is my rule of life. It's like once you've proven that you're that dumb or stupid, you should forfeit your right to exist.
Because I'm not gonna lie.
That's how I feel about it.
I feel you.
That's how I feel about it.
No, I understand though. I really do.
When I first read the headline, I'm not gonna lie. I go through a situation of because you have people who are registered sex offenders who like you may have been 17, 18 having sex with a 17-year-old.
Right.
So I go that's what I'm saying.
Like those types of situations. Yeah. That type of shit I could
so when
deal
I was
with.
like that one, it wasn't no gray area.
And you said it was more than one charge, right?
Yeah.
Right. So he has a record.
Oh yeah, no.
He's already left one church, went to another one, went to jail, got back out, and got to this church. And then he got charged. Then he got charged again.
I'm surprised he made out of jail, but go ahead.
It was crazy.
Pookie and Jim, y'all slipping. How the fuck pastor make it out of jail? I'm trying to figure out. Y'all slipping. Right. Now, get on your game.
Was supposed to get
I already have like a jaded view of church.
Right.
Anyway, just to hear that, like when I read it, I was like, "This is some bullshit right here."
Right.
This is a black dude's face.
This ain't helping.
Right. But when I researched it, it's like, are you serious?
What about? Okay, so here's a new one, or not a new one, another one.
Another one.
What about the pastor? I think it was either Chicago. I think it was Chicago. The pastor that put the transgender out. A church.
Okay, so I didn't hear about that. So what happened?
This is what had happened. Okay, I wish I could show y'all the video, but there was a video that was going around where it was a pastor.
We can't do that live. We gotta edit that.
Right, we gotta edit that. There was a pastor who put, he was preaching and he was like, "Oh, it's just something on my spirit, something not sitting right with my spirit." And he called this guy out he was calling him a drag queen. I don't think he was a drag queen. I think he was transgender, which is two different things for people who don't know. Right. A drag queen is a female impersonator, a performer. A transgender is someone who who's in a man's body or a woman's body and identifies as the other sex. So that's a whole nother conversation. But he called him out, told him step into the aisle, and then put him out the church and was like, "You will not disrespect the house of the Lord. Whatever you do out there, but you won't challenge me. You won't do that in here." And put this man woman out of church.
Was he doing
something
strange?
No, he was just sitting in the audience, but he was dressed. It was a man, but he was dressed as he identified, which is as a woman.
Okay.
But it wasn't like he was bothering anybody. He was sitting there. Now there have been some versions of the story have floated around on the internet. The pastor put out a video saying he knew who this person was, and this person had come to him and asked. God says,
come as you are. Come as you are.
God did say that, didn't he?
That's right.
Oh, now mind you, the pastor said
if I wear jeans and a t-shirt, you can wear a dress.
The pastor had on a button up, some jeans, and a blazer. Like he wasn't dressed like what people might think.
Church,
yeah.
like Turkish.
I mean, he was real calm. He was
Turkish,
right?
Yeah.
Suit gators,
right? So, well, you know, Chicago it probably was some gators,
right?
But now he did a video and said that this was somebody that he knew and that he had been counseling this guy. This guy was saying that he wanted to get the demons out of him.
Wait,
and so
what did you?
What happened?
He misspoke this as a woman and tried to get some.
What?
Oh, he trying to say the pastor tried to hit on the.
Okay. Well, you know,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, you know what has come out.
Wait, you trying to say he tried to hit on it and found out it was a dude and got mad?
Maybe. Because now it's come out that this particular pastor has cheated on his wife and his daughter's a lesbian. So it's a whole lot of shit going on. But what I'm saying though,
he who has no sin cast the first stone.
Oh damn!
Shit, we gonna end it on that.
All right, girl.
We ain't got
do your research. I love you.
What?
Stay with that. No, she said yeah. That was right.
Okay, this is my thing. We all have our issues about what we find morally or consciously or whatever acceptable, and I get it because I know I have my own stuff of what I'm willing to accept and not accept. Mm-hmm. But when you stand up in the church as a public figure, whether you agree or not, it's not your job to sit here and judge that person and tell them they're doing right or wrong, especially in a public venue like that. If you had an issue of what he was doing, pull him aside. Don't ever make a person feel unwelcome in the house of the Lord, because once you do that, it's no longer a house of God. And you need your ass beat. Because again, you sitting here with your own shit in your own shitty house and you criticizing this man. But he was up there in church trying to get the word of God, and what you gave him was your ill-fated fucking opinions.
Right.
And what you need
because the main problem with church is run by people.
Yeah.
There it is. But you know, like you said, I mean,
because all ideas and theories are great. It's people that keep fucking them up.
And that's say it again. There it is.
All ideas and theories are great.
And that's people that keep fucking them up. But that's the thing though, like what you said really just sums it up. God said, come as you are. And my thing is this, even if you believe that this man
Nicole said that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I said he who has no sin.
Yeah, okay, so come as you are. But he who, Lord. But my problem is, shut up. But my problem is
trying to get through the verses. Maybe we should stop drinking while we're talking about church.
Maybe while we finish this topic, we just gonna put
his drink to the side. Sorry, Jack Daniels.
Sorry, Jack. But what I'm saying though is that's what bothers me the most, is because even if you believe this is a sin, whatever you like Mink said, whatever your belief is, but isn't that what church is about? Why aren't you embracing him, saying, "Hey, he's coming to church. He's coming, so there's something there." Why wouldn't you embrace that? You don't have to embrace what he's, because God. Now I'm gonna throw one out. Jesus said, "Hate the sin, love the sinner." Mm-hmm. So it's not like if you believe that this man is sinning, dressing as a woman, but that's the sin. But if he's coming to church, there's something in there that's wanting some help or something, whatever you want to call it. Right. Then that's when you embrace the sinner. Now Jesus said that too. See, I got one in.
Oh,
but
good, good for you.
18 years of Catholic school. I mean, no, not 18 years.
What?
12.
Oh my! You stay.
Some grades she favored a little more, right?
How much time you stay back?
I was thinking I was 18 years old. My bad. I went to Catholic school from kindergarten to 12th grade.
So 13 years.
13 motherfucking years.
You cannot say 13 motherfucking years being in Catholic school like that. That the nuns will come after you. They're gonna come to you.
Mystical probably wasn't appropriate at that moment.
Is there a rule in here?
I know, right?
But
you know, Jesus said, "When two or more gather in my name, there I am." He did not say when two or more men, when two or more women, when two or more people dressed in their Don Valon.
But here's the thing, though,
in their gator boots.
But here's the thing, though, inside the church, outside the church, I'm pretty sure that you walk the cross, talk to.
You still talking about church? Put it down.
Oh, my bad. Reflex.
Right, reflex to pick up a drink.
Talk to, try to all the things, or the person that was gay, transgender, or whatever, and didn't even know it.
That's the thing. That's the other thing. You can't always clock it. You don't know. You don't know.
Because unless you show up at gay pride night on accident, which I've done.
I'm not saying how the hell, but okay.
Which I've done. You won't know who you're talking to.
You don't know.
But you know
So
what?
it is what it is. So, but you gonna point him out in church?
But I want to take a
You an
slight,
asshole for that.
I want to take a slight turn.
And if I call you an asshole, you're an asshole.
I want to take a slight turn because
one recognizes the other.
Right,
Game recognized game.
Just saying.
But the thing is, so the pastor thought it was okay to be disruptive and a distraction in church by pointing out this man.
Right, because what the wife said from her research, he tried to get some, found out it was a dude.
There it is. And that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Found out it was a dude. He couldn't get on because you said it was a cheater already. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's the first next victim.
Right. So
because I mean, think about people like Laverne Cox or Amaya Scott. Like if you saw them on the street.
I don't know Amaya Scott. I know
from
Laverne
Star.
Cox.
Do you look at Star?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, she said it like with an attitude.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. No. You know what?
No.
I'm sorry, and I apologize for the tone. I'm sorry.
I mean, what Star do to you? Damn.
It reminds me of Empire. I just can't do it.
Oh, Jesus. You got emotional. And
I've seen him, her. I've seen
Maya. She.
I've seen she before. Okay, I've seen Star before. I apologize. I struggle with the proper pronouns.
Her.
All right, we all
whatever. I know when the process
but I've seen Star before.
He won sooner or later. Go ahead.
All right, so we all agree that that's some bullshit.
Right.
Now, last in our pastors out of control. This one ain't really a pastor's going wild or whatever, but Jamal Bryant, who
did you say he ain't a pastor? Well, damn.
Well, there you go. Who in this area we know Jamal Bryant. He's out of Baltimore. He you don't, but anyway. But he's been. I mean,
it's not my thing. It's not my thing. It's not my thing.
This is church ain't his thing.
This ain't my thing.
I can't get mad because I have not been to church.
Well, but you never heard name. Okay, so anyway, Jamal Bryant is the head of.
Yes.
He's the head of a big church in Baltimore.
All right.
He was.
Well, yeah, he's just been named to head the new church, not the new church, but head the mega church down in Atlanta that Bishop Long,
Eddie Long. So from one Senate pastor to another.
Say it again. Well, at least Jamal Bryant have affairs with grown women, not little boys.
That sounds knocking at my window.
So disclaimer. Don Juan is in the room.
Apparently, Juan Pablo. This is about to get ugly.
I didn't invite him.
I'm sorry, baby. You told him what I was doing.
Don't blame her.
I'm not blaming her.
Don't blame her.
That's how he found out.
Don't blame her. Don't do it.
Don't blame her.
All right, we are live, Don Pablo, so I'm going to need you to just pull up a chair and watch yourself. You haven't, but we got to give you a disclaimer. Moving on.
Okay, don't doubt the other one. Don't doubt the other one. It was actually him.
What I missed?
You said doubt 9-1 and wait.
Oh, it was actually him.
So it's actually him, so you don't have to doubt the other one.
Right.
It's cool.
Hang up the phone. Thank y'all, though. Thank y'all for y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
Yes. Yes.
Just in case it wasn't you.
Just in case it was somebody
else. You know what, Nicole? I grew up in a mega church in the D.C. area, and I'm not fond of them either. Because I've watched this church go. Well, my grandmother started going there, and it was a tent.
I know what you're talking about. And
it's gone, and it's grown, and it's grown, and it's grown to the point of they had ATMs in the lobby.
Oh.
And I remember the past.
No checks, but we got ATMs in the back.
Yeah, they had ATMs because they got type of say, I don't have no cash.
They were in the news when they first put those ATMs in, aren't they?
They've been in the news so many times. People sold their house. We moved from a church in DC to a church in Maryland. People sold their house to give money, and people were forfeiting their kids' college funds. And I was like, I can't do it. And the last time I remember going to church, the pastor stood up. Well, he was a bishop or something at the time, but he stood up and he was like, "You see my diamond onyx pinky ring? I'm at church. I'm at church like, no, this motherfucker didn't." He said, "You see my diamond pinky onyx ring?" He was like, "Yeah, the Lord blessed me with this, and y'all think tithing gonna get you into heaven?"
Lord
he said tithing only gets you a window into heaven. He was like, if you want that window to open, you gotta throw some more money into it.
What?
He said tithing, $1 a day seed, building fund. And saying people confused because you got to think the Bible says tithes 10% of you, not of your money, of you. So if you get 24 hours a day and you want to dedicate 2 hours doing something for somebody or helping the church out, that's you tithing of yourself. It wasn't about money, but like you said earlier, Face, man took over and made it about men and what they wanted.
Humans ruin everything.
And I was like, I can't. He had a $500 tie that day, and I never forget. He had a $500 silk tie, and he said that he gave one tie to 6 of his friends. This was right before Christmas. I'll never forget that. It was right before Christmas. And I was sitting like, no, this motherfucker Jen. And that was about the last time. That was probably damn near.
Damn, it is like it took me less than that to check out.
Oh, this was like 20 years ago.
Because when I checked out, it was like because I showed up.
Yes, the congregation what the hell out there.
Even though they needed help with you know,
MC Cup.
Like they needed help.
Yeah,
with
we
stuff.
put you. Yeah, we put you. Yeah, we're rationing you.
They needed help with stuff in the church, whatever. Because my dad and all of that, but it was an issue because I didn't show up with like a suit on. I showed up doing a t-shirt because that's what I wear. I wear suits to work.
Right on the weekend.
Right.
I need those fresh.
Now I can't waste it on Sunday.
I'm just
so
saying.
they put you out the church.
Now they didn't put me out or nothing like that. It was just like it was like a conversation.
You can move that out the way.
It was like a conversation that somebody had to have me like, psst, psst, hey, you know, you in the house of the Lord. You probably. I'm like, and then my response was, the Lord know what I got. He know what my funds at. This is my outfit.
Right.
Is there a problem?
And that's my problem.
See, that's the thing. Again, it's come as you are. I mean, like, that's crazy.
Not like the one I have on now, but the shirt I had on
yeah,
at the
that
time
probably wasn't the right
actually had a message on it.
What did it say?
It was just basically,
Jesus saves?
Nah, it was just basically
Blessed.
about
Blessed.
basically it was about being just a human being. Like in the end of it, it was a poem.
It was a poem.
It was a poem.
You wore a shirt with a poem on it. Was
Yeah.
it about my
That's
Angelina?
sad. I would have left too by
Nah.
Still I rise.
Nah, it was probably like pre-DMX.
Right.
But it was a poem. I'm just saying.
Did you?
It was gangster
But
shit.
DMX be doing some good prayers on his CDs. Some prayers be nice. Okay.
Lord, Lord bless you. Thank you for my life. Lord.
Yeah. They be good. They be some good prayers.
Hey, hey.
They be some good prayers though. Like for real. Like you know.
No, hey. I don't know.
Who?
Hey,
Who is
I
it?
don't know. Somebody. Hey. You just say hey. You don't ask questions.
S.88. Hey.
Hey, that's my baby. That's my boo. Mwah. Hey, Sherrod. Hey, boo. Yeah, I'm dropping the review. I'm dropping the review tonight. He's on one of the shows I reviewed, G Status ATL Hustle. It's an online YouTube. And he just got nominated. That's my boo. That's my boo. Anyway. All right. So Ivanka Trump. Are we gonna lock this bitch up?
We're not gonna lock her up because we didn't.
Isn't that what they wanted to do with Hillary with her email?
But we did not lock Hillary up, but we should shame the hell out of Ivanka for real. I mean,
but that's what caused Hillary the election. Those emails did it.
And
it was a part of it. I say it was a big part of it.
And it's ass attitude, but all right.
Yeah.
Well, it was part of it. I shouldn't say it cost her the election.
I love the election.
So what should we do? We find out that she's doing the same thing that Hillary Clinton did.
It should be a meme war right now. Meme war.
Right. What?
But it's not on a private server.
But she sent it from her private email.
Her personal email. So
right, her personal email. So that's
you're not supposed to say
that's still wrong.
Come on, son. You
work for the government.
You own the house.
That's why I'm not saying anything. I just stating what was said.
Why are you here?
Wow, you told him where you were. You could have lied.
I asked you first.
You could have said I'm at the bar. Don't act like you leaving because you're not.
Did he do the
right? You're not going.
Did he do the random walk off? How you get home? Would you want the keys in my car so you can sit out there?
Because you're not going anywhere. We know that. Anyway, but I mean, I just feel like I don't want to dwell too much on it because we know where this goes. The question is though, with the midterm elections,
PO said, "Hey."
His PO said, "Hey."
His PO said,
"Hey,
where your PO at?"
What? Job is over.
We're alive and
I'm sorry, that's not funny. But that's funny as shit.
The kid didn't work.
Oh, the PO dropped you off.
I don't get to see my car anymore.
I know. I ran into your kid at the CVS a few weeks back. She's such a beautiful young lady. Despite of her daddy. Anyway,
I know.
So I'm just saying, like with the midterm elections, like, do we feel like anything will be different now that?
Should we go straight to jail?
Podcast, go to jail.
Do not fast go. Do not collect $200.
Like just straight to jail.
This is the reason why I don't want us to spend any more damn taxpayers on the fucking Trumps.
Are you sure she's an idiot? You put it in capital letters. Why are you yelling at us?
Who's the idiot?
Ivanka Trump.
I think she just want to emphasize, or he want to emphasize their point that Ivanka Trump. I can't see it.
That's the PO.
Oh, that's the PO. What?
Stop smacking the table.
Oh, my bad. You're right.
Because we record this live for the YouTube and we do it also for the audio
podcast.
podcast.
Yeah, so you can find us on iTunes.
So, in your car, you want to laugh, you can get us there too.
Okay,
yeah, it's on Android. It's on Google Play.
All that.
All that.
Got you.
All
All
that.
that. We everywhere.
We everywhere. We everywhere.
I just
popping up for a reason.
Send her answer virus.
Send her answer. Which one?
Pick one. I don't even give a shit.
You mean like a virus on her phone?
Yeah,
on her computer.
yeah.
Oh,
I was like AIDS.
No,
right, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Wow.
send her virus. What?
Wow.
That's why I was like, I was gonna pick up my cup.
I was like, what are we doing here? I don't know.
I ain't that bad. No, send her answer virus. Blow her email up. Oh, everybody should just email her ass all times of the day. Find her damn personal email address and just spam her ass all day.
I mean, we should know it. Cause we know. Wait, what is? She would have loved because they swear and told them about this. She knew. That's right. She did the whole silly blonde.
Silly blonde. I'm with that. Silly blonde.
Then on the PO I got some. I knew I liked you. I always knew I liked you. That's what's up.
It just kicked in, or
right? You just came to that.
Wait,
came to that revelation.
Don't do that. Look, don't do that. I gotta go home. I gotta
Don't
go home.
get right. Don't get in trouble. Don't get in
Don't
trouble.
do that. I gotta go home.
I'm just saying.
Stop playing.
Don't
Don't mess up a happy home, son.
I ain't trying to mess up nobody.
We ain't the
I know
Cosbys.
that's right.
We ain't the Cosbys.
Oh, damn. Not the Cosby.
Right.
Okay.
You don't want to be the
Okay.
Cosbys.
Huh?
Put a little something in her drink.
He said you're gonna put a little something in her drink.
I don't have to do that.
Yeah, he's married. He don't have to put nothing in the drink.
No, I got no. I'm good. I don't have to put.
Okay, we're gonna leave that. We're just gonna leave all that alone. We're gonna leave all that
I just
alone.
gotta show up. Take it off. Stripper man.
Okay. And sound effects.
Ew.
I was gonna say that's
Just
And the next topic was
a
what?
visual. I just cannot get out my head. Never.
You can do it. You can do it.
Oh, the madness of mumbo sauce.
The man. Oh, is that a topic? Is that real?
My DC people.
All right, so if you live in the DC area, you know or you should know what mumble sauce is. So the mayor of DC now,
You've at least heard about it.
Listen, what's it saying though is now they're trying to say it wasn't her official, like that it was a fake account. But whether it was fake or not, has she come out to make a statement one way or the other to say, okay, that wasn't really me, or yeah, that's me? Like I haven't heard her. Has she said anything?
Nicole, don't be mad at my happy married life.
What Nicole say?
TMI.
Don't be mad at my
We
happy
agree,
married
and
life.
we know them.
Thank
And
you,
we,
Nicole.
we
Right.
know them, and we still think that's TMI.
Right.
But so the mayor of DC,
Sound like a hater. Sorry,
somebody tweeted out, or the mayor of DC tweeted out that mumble sauce. Like, what's the big deal about mumble sauce? We don't like mumble sauce. Whatever. Now, my bigger question was though for us in the area, when a city is identified by something, whether it be, in Philadelphia it's the cheesesteak, or when Atlanta we got the peaches or whatever. So like what I'm saying is when a state is identified as something, do you not think it's imperative that of the representative from that place
No.
at least knows about it? You ain't gotta like it. Like you don't have to like mumbo sauce. You ain't gotta like mumbo sauce, but you have to acknowledge that it exists and it is a staple of our community.
Especially claiming
like even correct me if I'm wrong, because y'all
I will
probably pay more attention than I have.
I will correct
we
you.
got
if
a
you're
police
wrong.
chief who was from Chicago, came here
Uh-huh.
at one point.
Was it Ramsey?
I think it was Ramsey.
But he was like, I mean, I can take the Redskins, but unless it's in Chicago.
Right.
And that was cool.
Right. You got it.
He understood.
He kept his
you know where
loyalty
you
to his
are.
home
You
team.
know where you
Right.
are.
That's just like you can ask anybody from New York about pizza.
They got the deep dish. That's
No,
Chicago
Chicago.
deep dish.
Right.
New
New
York got
York
the big slice.
They got,
Right.
they got the thin crust.
Nicole, we live in Maryland, so.
DC, Maryland, country.
Wait, who's never heard of Mumble? How you
And I was
never
born
heard
and
of
raised in
Mumble sauce?
DC.
But where are you from?
And you
Where are
live
you
in the
from?
country right
Who's that doesn't know mumble sauce? Who's that?
Mama,
Mama Six?
yes.
Hey, Mama Six, hey girl. But Mama Six is not from this area, so she wouldn't have known about mumble sauce.
Okay.
So she good.
So people who live in this area
How long she been
though,
here?
Mama
mumble
Six.
sauce is a
Mama
That's
Six.
what
Wait
it
a minute, hold on. Mama Six. Find your curry out.
Indiana.
Go get
right. They don't have it in Indiana.
Oh,
No,
you
but
live
she's
in
here now,
Indiana?
right?
No.
No, she's
Oh, no,
on
no,
the
she
line.
She's
lives
from
in-
Indiana.
okay.
You live here now. Do you live here now, Mama Six?
No, she lives in Indiana.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
What she
Sorry.
say in Richmond?
Well, look, you come to DC,
Okay,
hit us up. We might can meet you somewhere to carry out, get you some chicken wings and mambo
Yeah.
sauce.
Actually,
yeah, Richmond ain't gonna have it, baby.
Actually, all that digital did a whole thing in DC about mambo sauce carryouts. So,
Yeah.
True that.
Well, it's becoming
It's a
more
thing.
and more because what's my boy
Big
Kevin?
Daddy T, don't do that.
Kevin on
Don't do that,
stage.
Big Daddy T.
Man, whatever, man.
Don't do that. Don't do
We have
that.
wings with feathers
I know
on
who
it.
Big Daddy T is.
Don't do that.
He
What do you say?
He's also you're not missing anything.
Big Daddy T, kiss my ass with
Right.
your country North Carolina.
Yes,
ass.
Mama-
I know
Mama
you are.
said-
Why you
visit.
trolling us on our first live? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it, son. I don't like it. Don't do that.
I know.
Wait a minute. Mama Six said that she lives in Indianapolis, and if she visit, y'all gonna hook her. We gonna hook her
We
up.
gonna
Got
hook
you.
you up.
Got
We
you.
got you.
Got
As a
you.
matter of fact,
Yeah.
Mama Six, I told you that my one of my really good
They
friends
said
lives in
mambo sauce in the
Indianapolis.
airport.
Next time I come and visit her, we're gonna hook up. We're gonna definitely
Yeah.
hook up. That's one of my girls right there.
We gonna get you some.
gotta take
But
some
you
mambo sauce on the side.
but you
Wait.
gotta get
I
fried
got you
chicken and
some.
mambo sauce with the fries.
Yeah.
With the fries.
How
With the
much?
fries.
You
And
gotta
have
get
it
it
put
with
it
the
on it.
crinkle
Don't do
cut
it.
fries.
Don't get
Yeah.
on the side.
Yeah,
Have it
don't-
on
nah,
it.
put it on.
You gotta
Now,
get
real talk though, real talk. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. What was that? New Year's we had the little party at your house. Was it New Year's or game night?
Mary is not a real native.
What?
No, but she ain't, but she is. I went to high school with Muriel Bowles, and I know goddamn she know what mumbo sauce is because the carry out across the street from our high school had mumbo sauce. So I know you know what the fuck it is.
But she could have just said, "I don't prefer it."
That's all she had to
But
say.
she just
But to act
straight
like
this
it's
is like
not
it
a
wasn't
deal.
nothing.
Because the thing, I'll be honest with you, I was born and raised in DC. No matter where we lived, we was always in Northeast.
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 I was born and
East.
raised in Northeast, but you was on the other side of Northeast. We was
Yeah.
on,
Wait.
you were like the Ward 8 side
Was it-
after Ward 5.
I was
Southeast.
in Ward
Southeast.
7, but it
Wait,
depends on where.
No, I'm in Ward 7. I'm
Not
in Ward 7.
northeast, but
Northeast.
but
Northeast.
northeast.
That's at DC. North.
If you say you from Northeast, you grew up in Virginia.
Is
Stop
it
playing.
sweet or spicy? Yes.
Hey, yeah.
Spicy. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes.
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 It ain't an or.
And the thing is, though, there's different mumbo sauce, different.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
now they have Capital City mumbo sauce, which is actually bottled and you can buy it in the grocery store now. They may have it in Indianapolis. I don't know if you go to the different types of grocery store, they may
Anything
have
that's
it.
a bottle is not the same.
No, it's not the
Yeah.
same, but it'll give her a little something.
Little
I'm just
But,
talking about like.
but for the first time her having it, don't do the
Nah,
bottle.
you gotta do
Don't do
straight
the bottle.
carry
We
Yeah,
gotta
don't
just
do the bottle.
we
That's
gotta
gonna
come
ruin
here
it.
and get you to carry out.
Just
Because we're not going to, like, we're not going to give you chilling unless we actually
And-
take you to Ben's.
and the carry out that we take you to, please don't be alarmed. You're not gonna get robbed. You're gonna be okay, baby. You're gonna be okay.
Don't
man.
worry about the bulletproof glass.
Right.
Yeah, that's the best one.
And
The ones with the
and,
bulletproof class are the best ones.
The
Look,
glass is like 15 inches.
and I'm
thick
pretty
it's
sure the
round,
checkout
like
line
a
outside is a
test.
week old.
Right.
Don't worry about it.
Right.
Right, the
But
crackhead.
those are the best. Mumbo,
Yeah,
that's
no,
the best
don't worry
mumbo
about it. You're
sauce.
gonna be okay,
is.
baby. You're gonna be
The
okay.
more hood, the better the sauce. I don't know what
This
the correlation
clip-
is.
this-
All right,
No,
I
no,
got
no,
a
no,
question.
no.
I got a question.
Oh shit!
There's a question?
Who got the best mumbo sauce though?
I do.
Easton's.
Now I remember. Now you made. I remember when you made the mumbo
What's the joint in
sauce.
Orlando?
Danny's?
No.
Danny's?
Oh, Danny's can be in there.
Eddie's.
And
Eddie Lennox is a
Eddie
good
Lennox
Wait, wait,
probably
what's
got
Eddie
it.
Lennox?
contender.
Like,
Right.
back in the
Right,
day,
the one-
The old
over
Eddie
in
Lennox.
the old Eddie
The
Lennox.
old Eddie Lennox.
The old Eddie Lennox.
The
okay.
old Eddie
The
Lennox.
old Eddie's.
Shout out to Blacksburg Road.
Eddie
Eddie
Lennox.
Lennox.
Yeah.
All right, cool. It was like the
Right.
Eddie Lennox. Now
That was
it's like,
after Club Stop.
That did.
And
That
if you
was
come-
the
It looks like Applebee's now. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
And the thing is, and the thing about it is, you got to come in the summertime because I think it's just more fun because you get more.
Right, when you go to Go-Go,
experience.
it's after the Go-Go, you go to
Right.
carry out.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
after the go-go,
Gotta
then you
get
went
the
to
wings and
carry
mumbo
out.
sauce, son.
Right, you got to.
And the man in
Or-
there selling mixtapes,
Or steak and cheese.
selling a pack of socks. Don't worry about him.
Just don't worry about it.
And
Just
DVD.
He gonna have it.
Unless
He
you
gonna have the
need
newest
socks.
idea.
Unless
Right.
you need
He gonna have the
socks.
newest
Unless you
idea.
need
Hook
socks.
you up.
The
He
one
got
that even came out yet, he
The
gonna
one
have
he
it.
has.
Don't
Ty-
nobody.
Tyler Perry didn't even know he made it yet, but he got that.
Right.
Right, right.
Right, the hole in the wall joint. That's what.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Yeah,
The
right,
whole one.
right,
Yeah.
That's yeah.
But yeah, after the go-go, you had to
Anything
hit
out of
the carry
downtown.
out.
That's
Now,
what
if you
it
was
is.
that, now if you was down at the Metro Club, you had to hit the Wendy's. Remember the Wendy's? The line used to be like down the street
the Wendy's
next to the Met,
Oh,
On New York Avenue.
New York Avenue.
yeah,
You know
but,
what I'm talking
it's,
about?
but you said it's on like it's next to it. It's down the street.
right.
Well, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Though.
Yeah, I full disclosure though, y'all got to go. I meet y'all to carry out. I'm from Northeast, but
No.
I'm not a fan of go-go. I like before you do it. I like go-go from back in the day. I like go-go from back in the day. The stuff from
You're not leaving with my liquor. What kind of shit is that?
We got to bring her.
I think
another
I've
one up.
aged out of go-go for me. For me.
Well, I do. No, when I listen to go-go, I prefer old school. I don't like the new shit. But I mean, that's in anything. I'm an old lady. I don't like the new. Right. I don't like the new.
At least you admitted it.
What? That I'm an
Out
old
loud.
lady.
Yeah.
I mean, I do. Even when it comes to like rap, like I don't like this new shit. But if you put on some LL Cool J,
Like I said,
we can rock.
like I said, every now and again, like
there's certain songs I like. Like I listen to Migos. Like I love Cardi B, but I know it's not like I don't love it because it's like she's a great lyricist. I just like Cardi B.
But it's a thing like we used to buy
He
the
is
artist,
cut off.
and we would buy the whole album.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't. Yeah, no.
But now it's like I'll get the single.
Yeah, I'll get the
Right.
single.
I'll
Like
get
I'm
the
not.
single. I used to buy
I
a
don't
whole
even buy the
album.
single.
And I used to know.
download.
Like I used to know the whole album from first song. to
Hey,
last.
1 and 2.
What happened?
1 and 2. Say hello, my
What?
kid. 1 and 2.
Hey,
Oh, hey,
One-
1 and 2.
one and two.
Hey, 1 and 2 in the house. Word to your mama.
They right next to their mama.
hey,
Then
George.
we got it. All right, I'll just
George, who's George?
1.
She know who she is.
Okay, my bad.
That's she.
George
knows
is
she
one.
is, George.
Oh, thank you. I
George
didn't
is
know who
1.
George was. Okay.
But yeah, no,
Like,
like
it's,
right now.
it's a joke that he.
But
not
do you
gonna go.
think? But do you think that that's like? I mean, as the mayor of the city, like I said, in full disclosure, they're saying now that wasn't her; it was a dummy account. But do you think that would be something like people? Excuse me, people have been in an uproar over the comments about the mumble sauce. Like, do you think it's warranted, or do you think people are overreacting?
One or two things. One, well, I guess 3. So I can one in the stuff I don't know. But 1, she waited till the fucking lecture was over to say it.
Well, nobody was running against her. She could have said this shit. Nobody was running
What
against
can
her.
I-
She was running
We
unopposed.
could have wrote down on Ducking and he would have won. Had she said that shit before.
But can I say this? Can I say this before you get to all your points? Because I only have 1.
You sound a little angry.
I play because of the outrage. Apparently, there was other issues there already, and Momo Sauce was like, "She not even from here," so it's made it even
Because the
more
whole
straight.
like I'm gonna make
Like, you know
speeding
what I'm
tickets $500. Like you're just not in tune with your people.
That's why I'm saying how she ran unopposed. But okay.
Because
I mean, I was saying it was like that was just
nobody
like
wanted to run against her.
why not?
But you understand why the problems don't change. Okay. But 2, I agree with you.
That's what I've been saying
As
the
a
whole
man,
time.
I agree. If you did not like it, it's fine. Everything ain't for everybody.
That's true. But just
But
say,
you
but
come
you
out and
acknowledge that it's not. You know
yeah,
what I'm
just
saying?
say. And 3,
Shit on the
you
whole
waited
city.
far too long. You waited too many days to come out and say it was a dummy account. If my account get hacked or something like that,
But I don't think she still said. I think other people are saying that because it's not a verified account. So I don't know.
Y'all people trying to sway.
But they should have said something like immediately.
yeah, she got some sucky PR.
It's spent.
I'll be a
Spend is
PR
the word.
person for $150,000 a year.
Because when I first saw it on
But-
Twitter, I was like, "This can't be real." But
They
then it
was
kept
probably in their
going.
feelings. Like,
They try to figure out how to get
Right.
it out.
Right? They're trying to figure out like
Indeed.com.
right.
Did she say
LinkedIn.
what?
LinkedIn.
Yeah. Y'all got 4 years, so
Yeah,
figure it
she
out.
should have said something ASAP. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
Clear that
She
shit
should have
up.
said something immediate. If that
Clear
wasn't
that
her,
shit
up. I mean,
or she could have
shit.
said, she could have came with a standard. My words were misunderstood.
Right.
That's just usually.
But like I said,
But
also-
you was speaking English. I
but the
understood
bottom
you.
line is, you do just because you're here doesn't mean you have to like it.
well, she's
But she
claiming.
didn't have to. But she dissed it though.
No, what I'm saying is, if she would have just came out like she said, and just said, like Mink said, just said, I don't like it.
Right. Just say
You
that's
don't
not my
have
thing.
to like it
Right.
because you're
Right.
from here,
Exactly.
but don't act like you don't know about it.
Right.
That's my issue. You don't have to like it because I ain't gonna.
this mumble sauce? you
Right, because I ain't even gonna front. What I was gonna say was
Wait,
after I saw Mink make the mumble sauce,
is there?
I don't think I've had mumble sauce since because I was like, all that sugar.
What is this
Right.
music? Go go.
Right.
Right.
Everybody that's from here
What
doesn't
is
like
this music?
go-go.
What is
Exactly.
this music? Go
Case in
go.
point.
But if you say, hey, you from city, you got some go-go, nah, I don't like it. They don't say, oh, I don't know what that is.
Right.
They know what it
Exactly.
is.
They know what it is.
And I don't say that I'm not going to disco go. I just don't like. I don't like house music. I don't like repetitive sounds.
Right. Now that's like
I
being
don't.
from Baltimore or Chicago.
I was trying to
Like
get the
I've never heard of
correlation.
house music
Yeah, I don't
before.
like, I don't like repetitive beats. It does something to my self-diagnosis. I don't like.
What?
She had medical issues. She had medical
Self-diagnosed
issues.
though.
Where did we go?
So why we don't like
Self-diagnosed
house
OCD.
music?
I don't like that.
Well,
That's not every song.
I didn't really like it until I got
House,
in the
no,
house.
you talking about club
What,
music?
house
Club music.
or go-go?
Go up.
I don't like.
Well,
I don't.
I
But see, I grew up with go-go. My
It's
brother,
dumb.
but see, my
House
brother,
music is-
I grew up with go-go.
And
My
what,
brother,
brother
like,
loved it.
like what?
But it
How
was dumb
rap
to me.
has
and my brother actually
evolved.
played in a
I
go-go
probably
band.
had
Well,
house
that's
music
not
that
the
you would
drama.
like.
Probably
tape.
not.
It's the
And I'm like,
then all of a sudden.
oh yeah.
I listen
You know
to
what I'm
it.
saying?
It's a
Okay, we got two.
to dance with. That's what
What's
I'm
the
saying.
song to dance
He
with?
said he has some house music or some club music.
Well, he loves
Well,
the
that's
house, so he's feeling a
I'm
little
Well,
like.
no. I understand what you're saying.
Right.
A lot of people.
I can do about 5 minutes of house, and then I'm ready to
like
move
a lot
on.
of club is just
Like when the DJ does the mix and he goes through all the different types of
But-
music and he gives you like that 5 minutes a house, I can do that.
But there's house music that's like it's just a song.
Right.
It's not repetitive. Because
Okay.
it's house music.
Like the song "Time for a Percolator." Can that shit perk already? Like,
Let me get my tea.
Jesus Christ.
and
But
then
I
that
do like
song,
some house music, but yeah,
"Follow Me."
Shit, that is
that's
not-
my jam. And that right there,
Yeah, hold up.
I can do that
That's
all
not
night.
song.
I was drunk. Well,
I'm hoping that's my shit.
I was drunk one night in the club, and I was like,
Just one night.
just that one night.
Just for
Was Angry Man there?
was that before Angry Man?
I don't know.
Or was that the night you met? Remember, it was a night. Wasn't the dude?
Oh, you
was that the night the
met
dude
him that
followed you
There's
around the
some
bar?
holes in this house. There's
No.
some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house.
Okay, that's enough. All right.
Okay, my bad.
Nobody's calling you a hoe though.
Out loud.
Nobody's calling you a hoe.
No, the guy who followed me around, he and I were together. Angry and I were together. Oh, that was at my birthday party. I had a birthday party at Martini's.
Oh, okay. Ooh, martinis.
You said it like it's
This
close.
was like 2 years ago.
Ooh, martinis. No, it's not closed, but
I knew you
just
then.
saying the martinis. 10 years ago? Well, you knew it since high school.
10,
so.
12 years ago.
Nah, point.
I know.
But nobody knew you.
I know. He was so quiet.
I didn't know you.
What? Who was quiet?
10 years ago, did I know you?
This guy?
I don't think I knew you 10
This
years
guy? Wait,
In high school.
him? You know why?
Yeah.
You know why? I didn't make it in. It's the only reason.
Well, you know what though? So in all honesty,
He
was
ain't
a
a
year,
wingman.
he was a year after me. So I didn't see him a lot.
I saw you.
We was all over seniors. What happened? We was all over everybody.
I saw her.
Now you talk. Wait a
Don't
minute.
worry about
This topic has gone way left. We're
All right,
having some
cool.
whole
What's
separate.
next?
We're done. We're done.
We shouldn't be
We've
done. Do y'all
through
have
our
any questions
agenda.
for us?
Well, I want to say this though. I want to say rest in peace, Kim Porter. Her funeral is
Oh.
today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I've always respected how she's carried herself. Like she was dealing with Diddy with them kids and stuff, but she never was like in the news with whatever personal issues that they were going through. She never like tried to run him through the mud or whatever. I respect how she always carried herself with dignity. She had a baby by I'll Be Sure, and then she had 3 babies by Diddy.
Yeah.
She had the twins, and then
Well, she had,
a friend of mine, Jay Wills,
Mhm.
on YouTube. Check him out. He's a comedian.
Oh, I know Jay. I know who you're talking about.
Jay Wills. I work with his mom.
Jay.
I know who that is.
Jay Wills, and
What's his name?
Jay Wills.
What's his name again?
Jay Wills.
Jay
Jay Wills.
Will.
JAYWHEEL
With a Z.
Oh,
Oh.
I thought it was wheels as in I will, but it's wheels.
I thought it was wheels as in like car wheels.
That's what, yeah,
Yeah,
he
but
did
with a Z.
But
What is he?
With a Z, and he's
I'll never
hilarious.
found
He check out the YouTube channel. He just went out to LA to record the 2nd season of Roast Me,
Damn. That's what's up.
All right.
because the
Cool.
first year he went out there, he represented DMV well. Matter of fact, he roasted so well, he shut one of the regulars down.
Oh wow.
He couldn't even talk for like 10 minutes. He joned them
Nice.
out.
Oh wow.
Nice.
That's
So
He must be from Northeast.
nice.
so check out Jay Wills, because my good friend, the Ethiopian queen,
The queen
the queen that she always invited us to her birthday party every year,
every year.
and her 2 sons. But Jay Wills,
Okay. Well,
check him out. He's
Represent,
hilarious,
represent.
and trust me when I say,
So-
because you know I love stand
Jay
up.
Will.
You know I love stand up, and he called him Wills because he's in the wheelchair. The wheelchair's not a prop. He's just funny. Check him out.
Okay.
He just so happened to be in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's
No,
a G.
that's even
Right.
hey, no
my
problem.
man's a G.
So Mink, what's on TV? What we looking at? What's going on?
I watched this new show with
No.
Ernie Hudson. I'm sorry.
no,
Ernie
Oh,
Hudson.
it's J.A.Y. Wills.
Tammy Roman.
Valerie Pettifor.
My girl, my
Darren
boy from
Dwight
Soul
Hansen.
Food. Yeah, my band from Soul Food. It's called Family Business.
Family
It's
Business
on BET. Yeah.
I like us that.
And it's based on the book from Carl Weber. If you read Carl Weber's books, he has the series.
I've never read the books. Everything is.
It's like he's got like I know at least 3 of them by now. It might be more.
Nick Turturro is in it. Mm-hmm. I watched this morning. I recorded 2 episodes that came on last night. I like it. I'm so far. I'm in there.
The premise is like a black family business. And they have a front business, but in the background they drug dealers.
Yeah, they're car dealers. They're
high-end luxury cars.
Car dealers, but they pushing that power.
And all their kids are named after a place.
Rio,
Paris,
London,
Diego.
Paris, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the book was decent. So I've been watching the show too. What's wrong?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Mama 6.
Yeah.
Like she's trying to.
Okay.
Jay Will's joint.
Yeah.
Like,
Thank you, Mama 6. Check them out.
I'm going to type it.
What? Anything you? Do I want to ask you anything?
I'm sitting here.
You've actually been on good behavior so far.
That's because he's been limited to a 2-finger discount.
There you go. So far, you've been in good behavior. But yeah, so we what?
Game of Thrones, come back on it. April.
You said that like next week.
Son.
You said that like it was next week.
No, because not that long ago we had a to be determined date. So for them to say April 2019,
they gave us a date, son.
But they gave us December this year.
All I know
2 years ago.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
All I know
Like,
is
a date is a date. Like, I'm not even fascinated by it no more.
all I know is I want to know what they're gonna do with that damn dragon, yo.
What?
Yo, that junk will be live, son.
No, apparently, we shut down the Earth.
You don't watch?
But Game of Thrones come on.
You don't watch Game of Thrones?
Slim, I have all.
I was about to say. I'm like,
what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Game of Thrones, that's my shit. Oh, okay. We need to start doing some more movie reviews. I'm a little behind because I want to see. I need to see Creed.
I saw.
I want to see Bohemian Rhapsody. You want to see Bohemian Rhapsody?
I'll go with you.
I want to see. What's that movie that's coming out? Creed. Oh, Aquaman.
Aquaman.
I don't know.
Done. I'm with it.
You go, okay? Because all I want to do is just drool over Aquaman for 2 hours.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I guess I'm doing the review. Right. I'm doing the review for content.
He's fine. Like he's fine. Like
wait a minute. Hold up.
Fine.
Hold up. No,
like, do some push-ups or something. I don't know.
No, he's tie me up, tie me down. Fine. I'm trying to tell you.
Yes.
Tie me up, tie me down.
Like you had a white boyfriend.
Well, hello, sweetie.
Hello, little one.
Yes. Oh yeah, he could tie me up.
Like you.
He could spank me too.
Like the BDSM.
You know what? I tried to watch the second Fantastic Beasts. I watched that earlier today.
You saw it on how'd you see the second one? It's in the theater.
I know. Look, all I'm saying is I saw how
was it any good? Because I want to see it too. I'll probably watch it tonight. I mean, go see it tonight.
If you into that type of stuff, yes. And they kind of introduce you to Voldemort.
Right, and Dumbledore and all that, right?
So
you talking about
the new Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah. And Johnny Depp plays the
Big Daddy. Are you still in here, Big Daddy? Did you go see the Fantastic Beasts?
That's what he was saying, no Fantastic Beasts.
Did he say it?
Yeah, he said it.
Yeah, he said
no. Did he see it?
He said no.
Oh no, he hasn't seen it.
That's what made me think about it. I watched Peppermint with
What's that good?
That shit was off the hook with
what is that? I don't know.
Who is it? Somebody say something.
Jennifer Garner.
Jennifer Garner.
He said it was okay.
He said fantastic.
Oh, you already saw it? Okay. You didn't wait for me? That's cool.
Peppermint was good. Peppermint is not for the lighthearted. Remember Jodie Foster did the thing with the movie, The Brave One?
Yeah.
Take that shit up to here.
Take it up to.
I like it.
This is the Brave One.
Take it up to John Wick.
Peppermint, that's one where the girl got kidnapped.
John Wick. Take the John Wick status.
Yeah, John Wick got.
John Wick.
John Wick got a. Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up. Keanu Reeves. Let me tell y'all some good shit.
Oh,
we know how you feel about Keanu Reeves
and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay, so moving on.
Ever come up missing? Don't knock on my door about 2 good damn weeks.
2 weeks? That's what you need? That's what you need? 2 weeks?
Woo!
What about Widows? Have y'all seen Widows?
No, but I actually want to see that.
I want to see
that. I think maybe
we should go together and do
because I have to see the same. Because the homegirl was hauling ass out that joint. I don't know.
All right, Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah, she was like this.
Yeah. We could go see Widows.
We should see that together.
I'm with it. I'm down. Let's
go review in the car together.
Review in the car like we did.
Okay, so I have one predicament. I have not seen the movie. I haven't tried not to watch any previews. But for some reason, I'm thinking Viola Davis and Liam Neeson. I think it might be some behind the door shit with them two with this movie because not them two going on their characters.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, how did you pick Liam Neeson to be her husband and then kill him off? You know what I'm saying? And it was something that one of the characters said to her about something about the money, and she was like, "Yeah, something." Her response looked a little shady. So I'm thinking,
but it's
okay. I love plot twists.
Finish your thought.
I love plot twists. I love shit.
I didn't mean to cut you
okay,
off.
so my thought is that maybe they owe the money, and then she using the other girls to help her get the money to pay her husband debt off. But her husband ain't really dead, and then she just used them. And after they all get the money, maybe they come back and kill them two bitches off, and then her husband leave or something.
Right.
I'm just saying.
I mean, I like it, but the only thing about it,
I love plot twists. I love plot. That's why I didn't like Training Day.
But it's like
I don't like Training Day,
but it's like
at all.
But think about it now. It's like the trailers, the way they cut it up, the way they put out. It's like it's like shit. The shit that you thought was cool, like this gonna be good, happened in the beginning,
right?
And it's like in the whole rest of the movie. Like
I hate that. Yeah, I hate that. What else is coming up?
Captain Marvel.
Captain what?
Captain Marvel. That comes out.
December. How you feeling about Stan Lee?
Yes.
Rest in peace. I did a video on Stan Lee.
Are
you all right?
Pull a little something out for Stan Lee.
I was angry as hell. Like it was like no.
Angry Man IM'd me and said Stan Lee died. I immediately got on the phone and called the tall one.
That was the worst.
No.
She was upset for real?
Stan Lee.
Hey, I'm gonna need y'all to back up off me. I did a video for Stan Lee on the YouTube. I did a whole video for him.
That's like the Solo Man.
The what?
The Solo
You
Man.
gotta get in the Solo cut. The Solo Man when he died.
Oh.
A legend passed away.
Did you compare Stan Lee to the motherfucker that created a Solo Cup?
Everybody knows Solo, right?
Solo Man.
Please comment right now. Right now.
The red cup.
That's why he wasn't supposed to be here.
And wasn't he blind?
It's the Solo Man.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
The Solo Cup man was black?
Yeah.
Like the Super Soaker Man?
Yeah, Super Soaker Man black.
Like the original guy that made the recipe for Jack Daniels was black?
Yes,
apparently.
exactly. He was.
Apparently, and some entrepreneur and investigative young lady took it over. What?
Oh, his son texted him in all capital letters about Stan Lee dying.
Right. His son too. Yeah.
Stan Lee's the man.
I was like,
I had comics on comics. I got stacks on stacks.
And her roommate, they're good friends, and her roommate is a big Stan Lee. So they have plans of going to Comic Con next year.
I want to go to Comic Con too.
I can't go now. Stan Lee ain't gonna be there. Like,
go.
He was supposed to be at the joint.
He come every year.
He does.
He's always at Comic Con. Yeah.
He goes.
This might need people to understand.
LA. Whatever.
The one in San Diego.
Yeah.
San Diego. Yeah.
That's what I've been wanting to go, but I tried to go like 3 years ago with a friend of mine. They were going, and like everything was already sold out.
You gotta get tickets in 2018 stuff.
Yeah. Like I bought tickets for Comic Con on Humble.
Which one?
Which area? Last year.
Which area?
Here.
Oh, the one here.
Here.
Was it last year?
Now I bought tickets. I've gotten tickets for the one here.
Year before. We went slim. I came out. I still have stuff. I still need to hang on my wall.
Yeah.
Because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I went to the one here with the guy I was dating at the time.
Like 3 days. 3 days.
I went there, yeah.
Wait, what do you call it?
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. All right, cool. Classic.
I mean,
all right, bitches.
I can't help it if y'all are,
It's a punk ass. What you mean, y'all?
Men.
The funny thing about that comment, the term son of a bitch, that's more so of an insult to his parents.
Like all men?
Yeah, that's funny though.
Okay.
Like, is that everybody? Like,
no, but I date men, so my experiences are with men. So when I say men, I'm talking about men.
Like all of us.
Clearly not y'all.
Like all of us in need 2 hands.
All what?
All of us in need 2 hands.
What?
Well, I think I need 2 hands because I need 2 hands.
That's what I'm saying.
He's got the whole world in his.
And you bang me. I'm just saying.
Clearly, I didn't ban you. Your ass is sitting here.
Funny.
Anyway,
a show I got back. What you about to say?
I was just gonna say what I want people to understand about Stan Lee. I'm not the biggest like comic book fan or whatever, but what I do acknowledge and respect about Stan Lee is his inclusion of minorities and the fact that he, like X-Men, the whole X-Men was about the civil rights movement and about Black people, and a lot of people don't know that. That's where that whole concept of the X-Men came from. So
Professor X was for
like
Allies, and Magneto was the Germans. Yeah,
right. Exactly. And so a lot of people don't really understand that or really get that. And exactly. But at a time where people didn't even want to see minorities, obviously, in comic books and stuff like that, he made sure that, you know, like Black Panther and, you know, Storm and Blade and stuff like that. Yeah. So I've always respected him from that point of view because I'm not the biggest, like, obviously I'm not a comic book person.
I've loved Stan Lee because he was a 20-some-year-old man who turned a cartoon into a world. When at a time when, you know, so many, at that age and time he was coming up, adults were supposed to be adults. You know, and so many naysayers told him not to get a real job and, you know, do this, get a 9 to 5. Right. And he took what he loved and what
to a business.
Yes, and not just a business. He literally created a universe. You know what I mean? Right. Where here we are, you know, 80 years later,
he killed everybody.
This is damn.
Have y'all seen the meme of Deadpool holding?
Right, somebody he the only one that knows
he's the only one
comic book.
I said,
does anybody know? Like y'all know Deadpool, right? No, nothing. Nobody.
Anybody?
Y'all, anybody? Anyone?
Somebody?
Anyone? Y'all know that?
Raise your hand.
I know who Deadpool is.
Sure.
Do something.
Hit an emoji. All right.
Right. I know who Deadpool is.
So, you know, he breaks the fourth wall.
We got to get Big Daddy on the show. Big Daddy, we're going to get you on the show.
He breaks the fourth wall.
You got to bring some chicken wings and mumbo sauce.
Right. You can't come empty-handed.
Right. You can't come empty-handed.
Can't come empty-handed. So, you know, he breaks the fourth wall. So
Red
the man was like,
we got hands.
Red gown.
All right, we got some hands.
So he was like, Deadpool's the only one know he's a comic character.
Right, he's the only one. So he's the only one that knew that Stan Lee died.
So he's the only one that knew Stan Lee died. So
right.
It's like, okay, it was a sad thing.
So my 3 people, Stan Lee, Betty White, and Sean Connery.
Oh my goodness. Let me tell you something. I would still sleep with Sean Connery today.
Sean Connery.
That's sexy.
I'll tell you.
That's beyond. Sean Connery is just sexy. I don't know, but he's just
so damn distinguished. He didn't got to do shit.
Yes. That's
it. Show up.
He could just show up and like take your clothes off. And I'd be like, all right.
Should he start with a suit on or should he just show up naked?
It's up to him.
I don't want to hear that.
It's up to him.
You don't want to hear what?
Not in my ear. Ew.
It's up to him.
Nasty.
Why?
Whatever.
Sean Connery.
You got 3 kids. Right. You know
this
how to
work.
I don't even like you right now.
I'm just saying.
You know what? To get back on the show, I got back into, I was into the show, but it kind of lost because the show really, really dragged. What? But I just binge watched it. The Walking Dead.
That used to be your show. You didn't.
I still love that. No, that was my show. That was my show.
She was like a fan, like a Walking Dead.
If you actually watch The Walking Dead,
I never got into
their
I've been watching it from day one.
And so have I.
Yeah, I never got into it.
But if you follow their timeline from the time that Glenn got killed in season 6 to where season 8 ended, only 2.5 months passed in their time. 3 years for us.
Yeah, true that.
So the show started to drag. But now they've done it. They did the first time when season 9.
Don't they have like a sequel or something out now? Like,
is it a prequel?
Don't watch it. Don't watch it.
No, it's like
it's a prequel by definition.
Yeah,
but it's so The Walking Dead opens up to the main character Rick kind of.
Because they all woke up.
Not
correct me if I'm wrong. They all woke up in a lab somewhere on the ground, right?
No. That's
Resident
Evil.
I don't know nothing about it. Resident Evil?
No.
See, I don't know.
I know Resident Evil. Maybe it was the other alien droid. Never mind. Go ahead.
No.
I'm surprised I'm into the Game of Thrones.
Well, I'm sorry, but Fear the Walking Dead that don't count.
Trying to blend them.
Yeah, right, Fear the Walking Dead.
Fear the Walking Dead don't count. That take it
out.
Yeah. Okay. Don't worry about that one.
I'm gonna say
don't.
You're evil.
I used to watch it. But the whole going to California, going to Mexico, come back to California, and then everybody keeps
they walk a long way, bro.
What the hell?
And then you done killed everybody, all the main characters. Oh, that don't make. And then you try to throw Morgan into it.
Right. That's how they trying to blend.
That's what happened on Game of Thrones. Everybody died the first season.
But they trying to. But
Game of Thrones is not afraid of killing a main character. They don't care.
They get another main character.
They do not give a fuck.
But they trying to blend the two because eventually they're gonna try to relate them.
James in the building. Hey, James.
Oh, they talking to each other. Right.
Hey, James! Hey, boo! Remember, James is the one we did the meet and greet with in DC. What's up, James? Hey! James is,
but
yeah, James lives in Pittsburgh, so he's in the room. Hey, boo!
But
That's my mother. Hey, mother.
But Walking Dead, season 9 started, and they fast forward a year and a half. They did a whole countdown to Rick Grimes' last episode.
Right. Yeah, because I don't even watch it, but I know all about that.
And then after his last episode, they did just time jump 6 years.
Okay, does anybody watch because James made me think of it. He watches and he does reviews on American Horror Story. Do any of you guys watch that? No.
I Baby Girl and I watch together. But
I would think I'm surprised
like I
don't
should watch that, but it's like
the hotel one turned me off.
I started like when it first.
Yeah, I think the first 3 seasons. Yeah,
I watched it. It was kind of like this B movie ish.
But hold up, since we got James in the house, has anybody watched the episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Yes,
with Shamari and Ronnie DeVoe made.
Yes, last episode I did a review on it. Let me tell you something. Now you know how I love me, Ronnie. You know that's my husband.
Right.
You know how I feel about him. I was like, Ronnie, do not come on this show and be an asshole. Don't do it. All that him trying to tell Candy how to run her show. Now, you over there for her.
Now, you know
how the fuck you gonna tell her how to run her show?
I will say this. What he said.
Oh, happy holidays.
What Ronnie said to Candy was not wrong. Let's be for real.
But why did he need to say it?
Because Shamari
did that.
Shamari set him up and put him in a bad
position. Do you have something to say?
Do you have any advice for Candy? Now he could have been diplomatic, as we say about the mayor, and just said no and let it go. And if he had anything to say, put her side later on. But what he said was not wrong. It was just inappropriate at the time. And
is there a difference?
I just hope that because Ronnie has never been an asshole. Ronnie has never been an asshole, and I just hope they don't turn him into an asshole on this show. You know, I've met Ronnie before. Me and Ronnie used to talk. We weren't friends, but we talked on Twitter. I was in his football pool, all that shit. Ronnie is a cool dude.
Yeah.
I hope they don't turn him into an asshole for the purposes of reality TV.
Well, you know, I read
Shamari already looked like she a hot mess.
Yeah, I read an interview that she had did prior to her any of this season airing, and she was saying that her hopes was that her and Ronnie could be a beacon for a healthy marriage for other people watching them on the show. So because of that, I had a little hope for them.
Okay.
But seeing this episode here,
I didn't like it. I wasn't crazy about it.
And I'm sorry, and I know it's your husband. I don't mean to speak of your husband.
Don't say nothing about my baby.
I said off camera then, because
what you gonna say about my man? Go on and say it. Go on and say it. What you gonna say about my man?
Nothing.
What you gonna say about my man?
Say it.
Nothing.
Just say it.
Come on, Anime.
Well, he was in the sound booth singing.
Oh yeah, well we know Ronnie can't sing. We know Ronnie can't sing.
Okay.
Ronnie, no, that's what I don't understand why he let that stay in there. He should have been like, I need y'all to
yes.
Because Ronnie know he can't sing.
Wait a minute, you and Ronnie, how the hell you let Shamari get their hands on?
I don't know, man. I
didn't realize they were 13 years apart.
I didn't know she was that much younger. And why did she need to say it? Like, she was like 13 years.
I'm sorry. I was done with her when she was like in my husband's group. Stop, please. He was an add-on to New Edition. Let's be for real.
Watch yourself.
No, he was.
Just walk lightly.
He was.
Walk
he was
lightly.
Add-on to New Edition.
Walk lightly.
And Ricky Bell is the lead singer for BBD. So when did any of the groups become his group? And don't get me wrong, I've loved New Edition since Is This the End?
Candy Girl.
But G needs to keep it in perspective. Whatever, yeah. I'm like, I've loved them since gosh. Hell, I was in elementary when Bobby Brown left the group, and I was kind of hurt.
Wait, she's gonna get on my nerves this season.
Shamari.
I think she is too. I really do. I think Shamari. But okay, so why do you think Nene was shading her like that? Like out of nowhere. Why was Nene shading her?
Nene is mean to every new person in the group.
She be hazing them up.
This is my thing with Nene.
She will haze them up.
Nene knows her place. Nene knows that she's the mean bitch of the group.
She's mean girl.
And she tries to solidify that.
Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah,
Nene Leakes.
So Nene tries to be mean and try to put everybody. And put everybody in their place the minute they come on the show. But the thing about Nene that I've noticed, what? He was everybody.
Oh, she's going to get on my nerves. Yeah.
The thing about it with Nene, if somebody stands up to Nene, she backs the hell down. Nene only confronts people.
That's what, okay, so as much as I was not a Kenya fan, that's what Kenya was good for. Kenya didn't back down from Nene. Sheree didn't back down from Nene. You know what I'm saying?
We got to show this.
What is that?
Because James said, I'm sorry, boo, I'm going to drag Ronnie's ass if he continues with this fuck shit.
I understand. I understand it. I understand it because, like I said, and I said that in my review. I said that in my review. I hope they don't mess that Ronnie doesn't become the asshole. Like, I really hope that.
Oh, that's gonna. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Show.
Go
ahead, keep talking.
But, so I don't understand. I have to find out why it does that.
Because there's curse words in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? Curse words? What? On this program? Like.
Okay, so yeah, that's my So the other show, and I'm probably gonna binge it. My weekends have been so tied up. I'm gonna binge up. Netflix dropped the final season of House of Cards.
I've never watched that show.
Oh, that's my show. I need to binge it though. I need to binge it. That's
final
season. Yeah, because Kevin Spacey, they had to kill him off because of the whole Me Too thing.
Oh, they killed him.
Mm-hmm, they killed him off. Mm-hmm. And his wife, his wife is president now.
Yeah.
My girl.
Sean Penn's ex-wife.
The
Princess Bride.
Princess Bride, yeah. And she used to, how many, do you know this?
We've got the
Santa Barbara, the soap opera Santa
every
Barbara.
show she's been on, but we have not got to her name.
I can see her, Robin Wright Penn.
Robin Wright Penn.
She's Robin Wright now. They got divorced. Right. So she's like the Robin Wright. I have to think about it. Robin Wright, yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I've heard you talk about the House of Cards.
It's good. If you like political shows, if you're not into political shows, because it can be dry at some parts because it gets real. Then that's what I said. If you're into political shows,
like I tried watching Designated Survivor. I think I made it happen.
I'm so mad. You can let it go because they canceled it.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, damn it. It was actually pretty good.
Good show.
Pretty good.
God friended me.
God friended.
I haven't watched.
That's actually a good because the guy who's on that show was on the show.
It's like the little black dude.
Yeah, he was on the show before last season. Where he was the mayor. He was
on that show.
He actually became the mayor.
That everybody knew was going to get canceled. Like I knew it was going to get canceled.
But that actually was a good show too. But he's a good actor. He's on this show now. God friended me, and I seen the first. It comes on an odd time or something.
It comes on Friday, but it comes on Sunday after the football game.
Yeah, after 60 minutes, and that's why I don't. Yeah, so.
Everybody's tapped out.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I've been watching.
What was the show on?
That's a good show. That's a good show. There's another show. 1 Million Ways or Million Little Things. That's
Million Little Pieces.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
That's a good show.
So I have it in my DVR. So it's like 6 episodes just sitting in my DVR waiting for me to watch.
They don't watch anime or nothing.
I don't know.
You watch anime? That's right. You do watch anime. What do you watch?
Football.
Sports. Okay, that's it.
So if I want to catch him on anything, I call Juan Pablo.
What, when it comes to sports?
Yeah, let's call Juan Pablo. It don't matter.
Juan Pablo irritates my soul.
Why, is it the FanDuel thing?
Yes.
Matter of fact, what happened to y'all on the FanDuel joint this year? What happened to y'all? It's still us. What happened to y'all? Y'all supposed to be on the FanDuel with us? And everything. So
I'm supposed to take y'all money too.
So we take y'all money along with everybody else's, but nah.
I've won twice.
Scared.
That's a problem. I need to pick up. Like, I'm claiming I'm gonna win it like 3 more times before the season's over.
What happened to y'all? Cause this dude started on this dude right here started on a roll, and now he think.
How many times have you won this season?
5 out of the first 7.
Now he thinks he's amazing Kreskin.
It ain't been 5. Oh no, because my husband won the last 3.
No, 5.
No, he didn't win the last 3.
That's the last 3.
The first 7. Yeah. Your husband has won a couple of times.
He ain't here, so I'm gonna be a good wife and represent.
You gonna rap for him?
Yeah,
I'm taking his money.
Oh, Angry Man.
Oh, you ain't taking his money now. Hold up. Now. Wait a minute.
I don't like his attitude.
But you taking his money or your money?
I
don't like his attitude.
Wait.
No Angry Man goes away.
Because he act like you. Because he act like you.
Right, he follows suit.
Let me tell you something about these dudes in the group chat, though. Let me tell you. First of all, this one speaks in all emojis. I mean, memes. Yeah. He don't even say words from what just be memes.
Yeah. Somehow I got dragged into a chat, which I'm like, how did I get into this?
How did you get in this?
You're an angry man.
Angry man.
Yeah, I think he added me to it, and I was like, what the hell?
I figured that was you. I was
So moving into the holiday season, we're gonna wrap it up in a few minutes. But moving into the holiday season,
yep.
What are our plans for holiday? Like now, like you still have younger kids. You still have in between.
Y'all coming to the pajama party?
Who's having a pajama party? You having a pajama party?
My house.
When?
I
got pajamas.
Hey, baby, you still on?
We having a pajama party, D?
I mean, apparently.
What James just say? I got it.
I'm gonna have to try House
House
of
of
Cards.
Cards. He gonna do the House of
It's
Cards.
pretty. If you like political shows, it's pretty good. Now, like I said, it has its moments where it can get a little dry, but I like it. It's pretty.
Wait,
But
good.
it's about to get canceled. Well, it is.
But this is last season. But
yeah.
but they
It's
knew it was this
Netflix.
last season, so it's tied up.
But they have all this previous seasons on Netflix.
Everything's
Okay.
on Netflix. It's all on Netflix because it was a Netflix show.
My show is The Ranch on Netflix.
I gotta get into the ranch.
Oh,
I
I know.
heard.
Oh my! And my man on there, who plays the dad? The guy he was the one he became the
Because
one.
it's got the two guys from
Yes, Ashton Kutcher. Well, no, one of them left. Danny Masterson had to leave.
he had to leave because he got Me Too, right?
Yes, he got me too. Yes,
He got Me Too. That's
I
the
mean,
thing now.
That's what happened
But-
to Kevin Spacey. That's
but
why
he-
he didn't leave House
but
of Cards.
he's adamantly denying it. He's like, nah.
So then why he leave the show then? They asked him to leave?
I think just to get stuff straight. But I think, but the way they did, they let him definitely come back.
So they're probably gonna let him come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Cool,
Sam
cool.
Shepard. Is that yeah.
Oh, I love Sam Shepard.
Oh, you go. My
Now
God.
that's another one that's a sexy one.
Oh, he's
Sam
sexy.
Shepard is a
He's sexy
sexy
as hell
one.
in this show.
Remember him from? Did you ever look at Roadhouse? Wasn't he in Roadhouse?
I never seen that movie, but yes, he's.
Was
in it.
Sam Shepard in Roadhouse?
Yes, he's.
So-
Sam something.
Oh, am I thinking about Pink Cadillac? Who was that?
No, Sam Shepard. Wait.
It was Sam something.
Sam Shepard.
What's the name? What's the
I
name?
think I know what you're talking about, but yeah, I know you're
Is
talking
that the
about.
one that did the one season of Law and Order? Am I thinking
No,
about? I'm
no,
thinking
not
Sam
him.
Elliott. Maybe I'm
Sam
thinking
Elliott.
Sam
Sam
Elliott.
Elliott.
I'm thinking Sam
Sam
Elliott.
That's Sam
Okay.
Elliott. It is Sam Elliott. He's on the range. It's Sam Elliott.
Okay, now that's
He's in,
sexy.
he's in Tombstone.
Yeah,
He played the older brother.
that's sexy.
Yeah, Sam Elliott. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. Yes, Sam Elliott.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
You gonna love that was
Mhm.
that was
That was Val Kilmer.
that was Val Kilmer's line.
I know who that was. I'm just that's my
Oh,
line. That's
oh.
my line. I'll be your Huckleberry.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
You're gonna love him on the ranch.
I love him anyway.
No, you're gonna love him more because he's like straight man on the ranch.
He's not
Oh,
a man.
he wasn't a
now?
man
I'm about to
before.
say when
No, you know how no, what I'm saying is you know how manly
just-
he is, all the roles he personifies?
Mhm.
Nah.
Just take all of them and
I
put them
was-
together
Wait,
and now he's
so-
somebody's dad.
That's
So he's still that type of character. So when Ashton
He's just
Kutcher walk
sexy.
in, he's just like, you're a dumbass.
He could get it. He's sexy. He could get it.
Yeah, the ranch is a good one.
God damn it.
Maybe
Why?
So okay, I know for the holidays, like I'm pretty much done my Christmas shopping because I did my little Black Friday thing.
Okay.
I have a few. The baby is he's almost done. Y'all know my nephew. I ain't gonna never be done. I saw some stuff on Groupon today. I said, "Oh, I can get that. I can get that."
Mm-hmm.
Dude, what did they hit us up on? What the PO hit us up on? What the
Let us know when the pajama party is because I'm there. If I can make it, I'm there.
I got my pajamas.
I got some. I got some nice
Because
ones.
she said it was supposed to be PG.
You know what?
PG
I'm not even
pajamas.
on eggs.
Well, they're not. They're onesies.
You don't
They're
see
not.
I'm
She
not-
said,
I
she
got
said,
my old high school gym shirt. I still have that.
Oh wow!
Shh.
Wow.
What?
Okay.
nothing.
Let us know the dates because I'm gonna be out of town the week after next because I'm going to the game.
No, it's like
Which
a
game?
like a pre-Christmas.
Redskin Jaguars.
And the first,
Because
that the first,
I had to tap out of that.
baby girl got performance, so we going there for that.
Okay. Cool. So, what's the must-have thing that your kids are asking for? Because you kind of got. I know you got the oldest, but you kind of got some in between. What are they asking for?
Nah, them little-
Okay.
People
He
want that
just-
expensive shit.
What they want? What's
They
the
want-
must-have for?
They want Apple Watches. They want iPads.
Wow. Yeah.
And you know what's
have
going-
some bougie kids. Yeah.
Like, you know what's gonna happen? Let me tell you what's gonna happen.
They
What?
get
What's
it.
gonna happen? They gonna get it.
The oldest one, the iPad. Somebody gonna call me like 2 weeks before Christmas. Like, yo, that other iPad you got?
Oh, you got another one? All right, bet.
See? See what
I
I'm
think I
saying?
want to get an Apple Watch for Christmas for
See what I'm
myself.
saying?
I think
you
I might.
had one.
I had a Fitbit that I don't know where it went, but I was thinking about getting an Apple Watch. It just fell off my arm. Like I don't know where it
They
went.
jumped off.
But I thought it was in the house somewhere, but I haven't found it yet. So I was thinking about getting an Apple Watch.
Done.
As soon as you buy the Apple Watch, you can find a Fitbit.
I probably will. But my Santa Claus is going to buy my Apple Watch. I'm not buying it for myself.
You're a
Well, shit. Did your Santa talk take requests from other people?
No,
Oh, because I need a new car.
no.
Oh yeah, and she's asked. The oldest one is asking for that
A new
A
car.
car.
a car.
Oh, a car.
A car.
Okay.
I
Well,
thought she had a car.
Yeah, that didn't quite work out.
Right. See, the PO changed the line, and she thought you're right. Anyway,
And my request in my
so what's
house,
little man? What's your
Short
baby
one.
asking for?
he wants a Switch. Nintendo Switch.
Oh, that's
Oh, I'm about to
cool.
say what kid wants a Switch?
The Nintendo Switch. Those are cool. I've heard great things.
Ass.
I got a Switch upstairs.
Right. Honestly, we trying to fade him out of
that what you do?
50 Shades.
She a switch and cuffs.
Mm-hmm.
They call me
Switch cups
Whip
and
Chains
pays.
because that's my
Third
name.
name.
Hey, how you think I'm getting the Apple Watch? Hey, and I'm just like, these are jokes.
These
These
are
are
not jokes. He is so serious right now. So
I
serious.
heard that. I
Had to
can't
back
unhear
it
it.
off me and put my cup down.
I can't unhear it.
These are jokes. These are jokes.
Whatever. Are we gonna end this?
Yeah, we're about to end it right
We
now.
gonna end this because we well over an hour.
Yeah, we are. All right,
Y'all
you guys.
love us.
We can right end
Y'all
it.
love
We
us.
can right end it. So, you guys, thanks for joining us. It's our first live. You know, we played around with it. I'm glad you are here. And Meek, take us out.
Oh, look.
If you see this one walking down the street,
Damn it.
you just turn your head to the
Why
side
did
and
you
be
push-
like, "Really, bitch?"
God.
Wait. What you almost say, Big Daddy T?
What Big Daddy talking about?
He said he almost slipped and said something.
Say what?
Probably
What you gonna say?
Probably about your Christmas
About the
gift.
Winston chains?
Mm-hmm.
You got something to say about the Winston
You
chains,
got
Big Daddy?
slip. Wait, do y'all got something going on that we don't know about?
Y'all want to talk about it?
What you say about the Winston chains, Big Daddy T?
Like the hit?
Here you go.
Like the here you go. I want to know what he got to say.
I mean, we were supposed to end, but
Right,
you messed it up
right.
for everyone.
We have an after
You know
party
what I'm saying?
now.
If you bad, say you bad. If you bad,
Right,
say you bad.
right.
Go
But
ahead and
nothing.
say
What
it.
you?
Big Daddy?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. There's still nothing.
Yeah.
There's
Big Daddy was at the meet and greet.
Yeah.
and still nothing.
I felt
What
that.
did he say?
Nothing. I'm just nigga. Ah, that's that Bama shit, man. Ah,
We out. We out.
Damn it. Bye.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I'm sure.